Yeah, good morning guys and welcome. In this video today, Mitch's place revisited and the pink truck. Bosshog, after his visit to Mitch's place, decided to do a live stream and explain himself in the only way that the fat lump of lard could do. The conniving, behovelled scumbag, the grifter at work, put his side of the story out there. So he decided to switch off his refrigerator so he could power his laptop up, and he sat there in the dark and explained all, and it was quite revealing. So today we're going to play you some clips. Listen to his words, listen to the excuses that he uses, and we will come back. Listen to Fatso.
You know, I have much less to do now on the farm than I did before. And I had a free block of time, and I was just curious for myself. What the hell's going on over at Mitch? And so I just hopped in the truck and went over there. And as it turns out, there was nothing going on at Mitch. It was a little sad for me, I gotta say. Because, Mitch and I, up until the end there, when the trolls got in his ears, Mitch and I were pretty good buddies. And it just made me sad that it had all come to that. He was, Mitch was not the brightest bulb on the tree. And he was extremely hard-headed. But he was kind of a likable guy. And he wasn't afraid of work. He did a lot of work on that farm himself.
So there you are, guys. You heard him. He hasn't got a great deal to do on the farm nowadays. That's probably why, or probably one of the reasons why, the Bohovel is in such a state. The Bohovel is an absolute shithole. And he sat there saying, I've got a lot more time on my hands because I haven't got a great deal more to do. So I decided, I wonder what's going on over at Mitch's. And he waltzed over to Mitch's to kill a bit of time. He then states that him and Mitch were best buddies, real good buddies towards the end. Is that why you threw him under the bus, Brian? Call him a drug dealer and a pimp? Is that what you do to your best buddies? Yeah, you did the same to Richard Losley in your live stream, didn't you, Brian? Eh? You told him to kick rocks and you blocked him. Mitch wasn't the brightest bulb on the tree. Well, you are a shining example, aren't you? Eh? You are not exactly the brightest bulb, Brian. So how can you come up with a statement like that? Mitch was hard-headed. Well, I think Mitch might have been a grafter, a determined person, someone who was a bit ambitious, who did things off his own back. He didn't depend on anyone else to do things for him, like you do, you lazy ass, low life bum. But guys, we're not finished yet, and neither is Fatso. There's more. Listen to this clip.
Dimwit said he was trying to get a hold of Mitch because you opened Mitch's gate, but never seen you open a gate. Now that's because I never did open a gate. There's a double swinging gate there, and one was all the way open, and the other one was halfway open, so that you could easily drive in. And that's why I just drove in. There's not a no trespassing sign. There's not a keep out sign. There's nothing. So I just went in. Yes.
So in that clip there, guys, someone said that Bosshog was trespassing. And he was, there's no question about that. But the grifter, the arrogant, ignorant piece of shit, puts his side and says, well, no, I wasn't trespassing. He was accused of opening a gate. I never opened a gate. There was a double-sided gate there, and I just drove in. Now then, Brian, here's a question for you. If you're passing someone's land or someone's house, and there's a gate and it's opened, would you just ordinarily drive in? I don't think so. You'd get a horse full of lead. There's no question about that. You were trespassing. You said there was no trespass signs. Why should there be? Common decency and common sense tells everyone that that is someone's land. You know whose land that is, and you know the property on that land belongs to a certain person, and you had no right to be there. But you sat there, you arrogant, ignorant lowlife. I didn't trespass. I just went in. But guys, we've got some more clips to show you. Listen as the arrogant lump of lard tries to twist things. This is absolutely unbelievable. Listen to this.
And there seems to be a big stink about me going on his property without permission. Well, it's not his property. That property is not in his name because the foreigner can't own land here, and he was not married. So he wasn't even on the title anywhere. So it wasn't Mitch's property.
Can you believe that? Everyone knows that that property belongs to Mitch, and he sat there saying it's not Mitch's property because foreigners can't own land in the Philippines. It's a bit like you, Brian. You don't own the Bosshog, do you? Love does. But this is the way he's twisted it. The complaining, there's a big stink up because I'm on Mitch's property. Well, it's not Mitch's property. That's a poor excuse, Brian. But we're not finished yet, guys. I've got another clip here that I want you to look at, and what you'll hear this time is Brian changing the narrative, switching things around. He has a very short memory span. The live stream was 2.5 hours long. He's trying to tell people that it wasn't Mitch's land, but listen to what he says next. Also, why did he go to Mitch's property in the first place? Now, this is where we start to get somewhere. This is when we start to find out the real reason why the lowlife went to Mitch's land. Listen to this.
He was in negotiation with several people to sell that property, and two of those have reached out to me asking me if I have any way to get a hold of it, and I don't. One person that I know really well, that I didn't even know he was talking to Mitch about buying that property, and another who said he was in. He was trying to get information. They were wrangling about a price. And the guy that I know well, I couldn't believe the price that Mitch had settled for, because at one time he was saying he wanted 12 million pesos, which is, I don't know, which might be close to what he had into it. I'm thinking he had maybe maximum 9 million into it with the purchase of the property and all the improvements that he had made, all the vehicles and stuff. Maybe 9 or 10 million, and he wanted 12, so he was wanting to come out ahead. And then he was kind of seeing the writing on the wall when nobody was clamoring to buy it, and he lowered the price, I think, to 10. I can't really remember. It's been so long ago, and I wasn't paying any attention. Maybe it was 8. I don't remember. But the person that I didn't ask the price that the other one. One of the people I talked to today, it was a pretty amazingly low price, and it included all the vehicles. I'm not going to put anybody's personal or financial affairs out on the internet, but it was a low price.
Well, there you have it. If you listen to that clip very carefully, I'm not going to put anybody's business out there on YouTube, but the person I spoke to today wanted a price that included all the vehicles. So, there's the deal. Fatso did a little recce down to Mitch's property, sussing it all out, seeing what he can get his hands on, and he's going to barter a deal, reaching out to Mitch to sort the price out and sort out who exactly is the leaseholder, so someone he knows very well can buy it. As we stated in the last video, Bosshog does nothing for nothing. His words, the price that was negotiated for Mitch's property would include all the vehicles. He said that. And there, in a nutshell, is the reason why he has gone to that property. The parasite, the low-life bum, has gone there because he is wanting to make a quick buck. And I imagine that if they can find the leaseholder, this lady that Mitch got to sign for that land, then Mitch will probably get cut out of the deal. That's the way the grifter works. But Fatso's been busy. He's been keeping his options open, and you'll have probably seen a video that he did about when he was buying an old trailer, an old junker, because of the squash that they are going to be hauling to market. Well, there's been a development there, yeah, and it surrounds the pink truck. So I want you to take a look at this next clip and listen to exactly what is said.
The multi-cab's a big topic. Okay, well, not that it's anybody's business what the deal is with the multi-cab, but let's just say Brian doesn't use it for free. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. Not going to discuss any dollar amounts, anything involved in that. We worked something out, and rather than it sitting there for 8, 9, 10 months, we worked something out. So let's put that to rest.
So there you have it, guys. They've done a deal, and as we predicted many months ago, that pink truck now belongs to the Bosshog bum. He does nothing for nothing. We've always said that. And somehow he's connived his way to getting his fat ass in that truck and in his possession. Mike did say they've worked something out, and they're both happy with it. Well, Mike, I hope you are happy, because when you eventually arrive in the Philippines and you get on that island of Bosshog, just be aware of this. Fatso doesn't have a pot to piss in. You do. You have money. And Fatso is very, very aware of that. And I have no doubt whatsoever that Fatso will lean on you like he lent on Rick, and he lent on Jason and the rest of them. And he's also at the moment leaning on Mitch yet again. So guys, that's a wrap for this one. Till the next time, bye for now.